Hello, hello. What's going on? It is 9:55 right now. Pardon me. I am sleepy. I didn't go to bed until late yesterday. Hold on. So oops. God dang it. Hold on. Okay, good. It's 9:55 right now. At night on a Wednesday, July 26th. Just wanted to pop in here and say what's going on. As you can see, the lights are on and things of that nature. People were saying that I was fucking homeless. No, because I have to carry my stuff inside my car. Excuse me, I have to take this out my ear because I have to take things from inside my house to my car every day, or not just every day, but every time I leave this house, I have to take a lot of the things that are in my house in my car because there are invasions that were tactical and specific in order to harass me. Now, if anyone would want to try to play victim, um, I'm very surprised it's my abusers. I shit you not. Whatever kind of excuses that they've made, but it doesn't stop people from literally making exploiting me and whatnot like that. So, hi, my name is Shalise. I am unjustly put on the watch list. This is not a confusion or like an accident or just like a misunderstanding. This was intentionally done by somebody who I dated and people who I grew up with and people who I grew up with. For first initially the first person, the puppeteer, was for jealousy reasons, and then they whispered in the ears of other people who were also surprisingly, I didn't know, unbeknownst to me, jealous. And I shit you not, like I don't even like saying the words jealous. It's just like the fuck. And people use possessions and materials that they've gotten from exploiting me as a way to dismiss my claims. But the thing about being on the watch list and under the Patriot Act is like you're not supposed to have a regular ass person monitor me and be in the group chats over here snickering with celebrities and the president and international people from overseas in order to try to mock me and shit like that for years, damn well over a decade. So yeah, no, this isn't something that's just like a basic this isn't a basic protocol for, like some type of terrorism kind of situation because I should have been locked up or dealt with a long time ago, but no. I am intentionally um placed under capital punishment because of a spiteful thing, which is like an abuse of power. So yeah, there's been an abuse of power. I'm just so again, I'm a little tired, but I wanted to come up on here and just say hello. Supposedly homeless, as they said. Like yes, it's crazy. Speaking of which, I wanted to actually come up on here too to play some videos of just the people within the Black community, because this abuse started within the Black community and it is still ongoing because of the Black community. Enough Black people have sold out like they did with our ancestors by selling the Africans overseas to the Europeans. The African Americans descended the descendants of African American slaves um, have become sellouts themselves, which cancels out a lot of the shit that we've spent decades, maybe centuries, yeah, centuries, like over a centuries, no shit, centuries, discussing about the unfairness and the unjust treatment. So, again, I'm tired, so I'm not really like thinking right now. Oh my goodness. So yeah. I'm actually, yeah, that's it. I'm about to call it. I'm about to call it a moment because I was considering about this like popping up on here, and I literally have like a laundry bag out there. I was gonna do this, throw on some gym clothes, go do laundry late at night, and just. I'm so tired right now. I think I'm actually just gonna put my stuff in and sleep for as long as need be, and then after that, wake up early and go to the gym and do my laundry. I think I'm gonna do that instead. Then I can come home, get dressed, and also work and pardon me, do the things I need to do. Okay. So pardon me. It's 10 o'clock. I think what's best is that I will play a bit of the video videos of people tonight, and then I will finish it off tomorrow. But yeah, it's just like I'm just gonna start giving you guys keywords. If you guys have a list, if not, then it's okay because I'll be writing down these keywords and I'll be putting it on my site. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. It's just like, oh my god. So yeah, the just a lot of people that are surveilling me without my permission and they're playing God or just exploiting me. And this shit is old. I'm looking at my fucking cat and like, yo, like she's old and like cats obviously, they can't outlive us. Well, depending on, situation that people have, but it's just like I I've made every fucking attempt to move out of this place. And this was before I knew that I was being, gang stalked. This was before I knew that I was, pardon me, this literally there's something in my eye. This was before I knew the the level of the abuse that I was getting, this, that, here, and a third. People, citizens, average citizens who fake humanity, they're very cherry picking when it comes to, actual giving a shit. I can understand if it's just like, oh, you want to do a dollar donation because, like, how do we really know that you're going to use that money to like help people? Like, give it. Come on now. Like, a lot of times people just run game on us. But I mean, like, actually, like, you see me literally being abused, and this is like a form of modern slavery. So, but for some reason, I serve a purpose for you, and you decide to abuse me. It's not something that's overseas. It's literally here. It's like throwing a can at a homeless person. It's just like unprovoked. Like, why the fuck would you do that? You feel me? And this is literally that same kind of energy. It really is. It really is. People are unprovoked, throwing in their 2 cents in order to try to parent me for shit that I don't need to be parent about, or shit I can literally get from that's either something I can get off the top of my dome or something I can figure out or find solutions for on the internet. Drink your water, save your money, things of that nature. Meanwhile, they're over here fucking tainting my water. They're over here like poisoning me. They're over here stealing from my accounts. It's just like any single time, again, any single time when anything bad happens, I just always pray to God it's one of you bitches that are literally stalking me and harassing me because that is a form of justice. That is a form of like that is one of the forms of justice that I get down with. Like that is just like amazing for me. I feel like that's really motherfucking amazing. It's doing God's work pretty much. Because y'all don't give a shit. If y'all give a shit, then y'all would not be doing the things that y'all be doing. Like, but y'all pretend to, and it's so fucking transparent. It's like that a child had came to you. The child is old enough. A child is old enough and comes to you and tell you, hey, look, so and so touched me in the wrong. But you know that it's in the wrong way in the context that they mean it. But you're going to take the mother's word for it. The mother's word for it, who's very, bias, a pushover, and all the other kind of shit, or just like an opportunist in her own right, whether it's emotional or sexual, whatever, like that. So you're gonna trust the mother. You're not gonna trust the child who never says anything like that, or you would know that is not untoward, or just like would say something like so wild and random. But for your own comfort, because it's too much for you to think of, and it troubles you, you rather just go along with what the mother thinks, so that way you can get whatever you can out of the child, like the child's presence or something like that. Like, hey, smell for me, okay? Why are you being such a crabby pants? And the child literally just told you, like, yo, like so and so text me, like, yo, you don't listen to that shit. You don't listen to that shit, and it's really fucked up. It's really, really fucked up. Like, bro, I mean, it's there's moments where obviously, I guess there are moments when, kids will say something, but it's just like kind of take it with a grain of salt, but also like take the child for, take the child's word. Like, come on, man. Like show them some type of like compassion. Unfortunately, for my situation, there's so many lies that have been made about me. I would say that that's relative. Just, oh my god, it's insane. In fucking insane. Ay, yay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. An autistic sociopath story, a life with few emotions. So let me tell you about things that happen with when it comes to smear campaigns. Let's just see what this is like. It's the little girl. Hold on for one moment, okay? One little Schmidt McGeckins. Oh wow, there's like so many in here. You literally got everything out of the entire box. Oh my goodness. Okay, she gets jealous out of anything. If I give anything attention, I'm telling you, work or anything. Anything. She's just like, yeah, no, that won't do. I gotta come in here and break that up. Break that shit up proper. There was literally a kitten outside, poor little thing, so small it could fit in my hand. And scared, mean muggy me is right out front of my door. And I was just like, oh my god, you're so cute. And I went to go give it some food and she hissed at it. And I'm just like girl, you're so selfish.
Just one tap on. Like, I feel like my mom's never gonna talk to me again.
Are you sure you want to do the interview?
Yeah, I'm sure. It's just like I know she's never gonna talk to me again. But that's okay. Whatever. I don't know how to talk. I'm so like nervous because my mom said she would disown me. But anyways,
So your mom said she would disown you?
Mm-hmm.
If what?
If I came out about my disorders because she doesn't like that I'm talking about it. But like it's kind of a relief to me that I know what's wrong with me, because like it sucks when like, you know, you're not normal and then you have to like pretend, because every single day I'm pretending and it's exhausting.
So you are at a crossroads where you either have to decide to mask who you are for the rest of your life,
Mm-hmm.
or open up and potentially lose your family.
I've already lost my family. I've already lost them. Yeah.
You lost your family.
I call them and they don't answer. So, yeah.
I
And
don't.
I don't live in the same state as them, and they don't understand me. So they just don't want anything to do with me. And also there's a huge stigma that comes with antisocial personality disorder. I think a lot of people, when they think of ASPD, they think of either CEOs or like...
So this is the thing. Hold on, I'm putting down tactics. Just want to write this down. An autistic sociopath story. A life with few emotions. Okay, tactics. An autistic sociopath story, a life with few emotions. Shows a black woman with big hair that is labeled an autistic sociopath, says who struggles to feel emotions. She believes her diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder developed because she did not receive an autism diagnosis until age 25. Okay, I'll put in the link later, but I'm just gonna put YouTube link, and I'm gonna put YouTube title. And this was aired July 20th, 2023. And 14,000 likes, 316,000 views, 316,524 views, and counting. So I don't have, I'm gonna copy the link from, actually I should just do that now. So I won't forget. There it is. Okay, cool beans. So 316,000 views, and it's 6 days ago. So I'm just gonna do share, and I'm gonna do this, copy this link, and then bam, and then do this, and then yeah, copy the link, boom, and then boom, and then boom. All right, cool. All right, I just think it's I don't think it's funny, but I just, these are the, it's just so transparent on like the tactics that the government, white people, black people, just basically society in general, society and the government does in order to try to oppress and silence people. So because they avoid accountability, I figure, since, I will find the time to hold them accountable. And I will list it here. And this one was done, July 20th, 2023. I will list it. I will write it down, anything that I find, just to hold them accountable and just to show you guys exactly like how horrible, how despicable, how cowardly, and how fearful they are of accountability. These people are inferior. Like, why would anybody really truly want to respect or like believe people for, having any type of authentic kind of, I guess, morals, human decency, all that other kind of bullshit, if they're acting like this or they're doing tactics like this. So it seems very coincidentally, in order to silence me, because I've studied marketing before. Like, I've studied marketing for a very long time, since I was in high school up into college. And I grew a passion for marketing, and I have a very observant eye. So it's just, yeah, marketing things about aesthetics, because I'm a thing for aesthetics. But I think that me being extremely observant and intuitive helps a lot. So it's just very, plus, I've also studied a lot about, civil rights, because back in the day, well, to this, rightly to this day, I was really big on humanitarianism. So I'm being a humanitarian, and I loved, doing altruistic favors for people and just, endeavors like that. So I'm sorry, I just look at it and discuss now, because I'm just like, this just is just so crazy on how disingenuous a lot of people are in front, like they actually give a fuck when they don't. So yeah, an autistic sociopath's story, a life with few emotions. Cassie is an autistic sociopath who struggles to feel emotions. She believes her diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder developed because she did not receive an autism diagnosis until age 25. This lack of support in her formative years led to abuse and trauma. Cassie wants others to know that the reason she struggles to feel emotion is because she has experienced so much pain. I'm sorry, I'm not saying it in order to like mock her, but I'm trying to do it for like dramatic effect. So it's really on time, I would say, coincidental, on me talking out more and holding, the government and society accountable, especially, the Black community, where enough Black people have been sellouts and just very, very, out of pocket. I'm sorry, I just think this is such a fucking joke. So, with gang stalking me, with watching me without my permission, and taking it upon I'm just gonna pretend like, since it seems like not enough people are speaking up for me and things of that nature, I'm just gonna speak to you. The abusers and the users and all that other kind of shit. So since you've taken it upon yourself to do what you do, all these criminal activities, to intervene into my space and not offer me a goddamn thing that's actually conducive to me, to my life. Things that things that I don't know. Like, tell me something I don't know. Tell me something that's actually going to help me, or provide something that's actually going to help me. If you can't provide anything that I actually know or I can find on the internet myself, then why the fuck are you here? You are here to be, a fucking like hindrance to my life and to be capitalistic. So there's nothing of true benefit of you. There's really nothing about you. Speaking of which, I've seen more film and media now that's trying to make my abusers something of value, and I want to talk about that too. So hold on, let me just see. Mm. Okay, so what people and media and things of that nature have a tendency to do is to merge my characteristics with my abusers, and my abusers have no problem with trying to steal or mimic my personality and things of that nature, copycat and all the other kind of shit, in order to portray like they're me, and then be like, oh my goodness, like, supposedly my identity isn't my identity, according to them. So Hollywood and such is doing things lately, which I've noted in my own during my own time, was that I've recently seen three movies. I think it's the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Barbie, and Mission Impossible. So in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, they have the actor of the black mom, Spider Woman, whose voice I recently learned is Issa Rae, is is the one where they're like, they had Gwen was just like, oh, can you be my mom? Like that is what you call flying monkey marketing scheme tactics. Like I'm calling this shit out. Like, as soon as I see these things, I'm gonna call this out. So flying monkey marketing scheme tactics. Where basically they're doing anything that they can in order to puff up, the person, the abuser. What I mean, like, whoever they're supporting is who they're going to try to puff up and try to make look um a value, or an ideal person. So with this one, with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, it was the black mom Spider Woman. It was her. um that one's voiced by Issa Rae. Then also on Barbie, Issa Rae is doing the black president. So that one too, I guess, like president, CEO, kind of like, kind of tier things of that nature. Also one of my abusers. What is another one? What was the other one? Oh, and a Mission Impossible, the one that was playing the thief. They're saying like, oh, supposedly she's a value. Like, they're definitely feeding a sort of they're basically feeding a message that's supposed to be tethered to the characteristics. No, not even characteristics, but the identity of the person standing alone. Not standing alone, but the person who is the abuser. One of my abusers is a thief. one of my abusers has exploited off of my suffering and my abuse and watching me and things of that nature. So they've developed businesses and this, that, here, and a third, which is within a capitalistic country is a benefit to capitalistic entities. So that is with that. So that one is and yeah. So with that one, and also with mommyhood, parenthood, that one was taking off. So it was trying to like gear towards a lot of the white women right now because I'm talking white women get pregnant like so early. So early in the game, which is crazy though. It's crazy on how it looks taboo supposedly when a it looks more taboo when a black woman has a baby early than a white woman, and that's crazy. I don't know why that still is a thing. It's loosely a thing still now. Back in the day, it seemed like more horrible, but like currently now, it's just like it's still like loosely still a little taboo. Hold on for one more. Let me just drink some water. By my own accord. Like I don't have to hear you guys say it. Like I know when to drink water, and I know when to do this, and I know when to do that. Like like you guys are just really fucking chaotic. Like for I don't know, this looks cloudy. I don't like the way how water looks nowadays. Like I really don't. It's looking suspect. Okay. And if people are like, "Oh my goodness," like, "Yo, she's it sounds like a conspiracy theory." No, 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 not at all. Because at one point in my life, I was getting invited to events and I was getting invited to movie premieres. And as you know, that there's a thin line between influencers and celebrities and the music industry, how that all blurred really heavily in like 2015, 2014. So during that time, got more increasingly popular and common for YouTubers to cross over and become like singers and have like albums and things of that nature. So naturally, they decided to link up with music companies and such. So again, during that time, I was in the green, and and shortly after, that's when I was being still gang stalked, and for some reason, people were like becoming increasingly more creepy with their parasocial kind of tendencies, and things just became more apparent about people being very possessive and wanting to just kind of be nosy and invasive. And I really didn't put two and two together, admittingly, until like late 2021, 2022. So because like I knew something was up, but I couldn't put my finger on it exactly. And then all of a sudden it became even more increasingly aware. And I didn't even know as much as I know now until like this year. So here we are. But it's crazy because while people want to try to, distract me with unnecessary videos and messages about some dude that I don't want to have a relationship in, I'm already using my intuitive thoughts in order to pull um, resources from within. Like you guys are thinking that, oh, you're deluding me or like you're doing this, thing, or the third, but I can suspect just some pretty nefarious things in the background. Meanwhile, I'm doing nothing but just minding my business, pursuing my interests and my hobbies, going to school, going to work, and just, staying in my own fucking lane. But here go enough black people, here go that are like non-blacks, doing everything that they can in order to maintain an illusion of control and power, when it's basically just them using money and in clout or opportunities in order to just buy people to do things for them, to fulfill and execute orders. And it's really showing just like a true ugly side of society, and no one's to blame but the government. Because yes, this person, one of my abusers, is totally an evil person, but it is your fault that you guys are doing nothing but just further descending into hell, into hell's gate. And just exposing yourselves for the duplicitous people that, entities and whatnot like that, the duplicitous body. And yeah, things are just going really into the shitter. It really is. It really, really is. So what I've deducted from, things of that nature, just the environment. I won't reveal it all, but it's just like, while you guys are too busy trying to tell me about somebody who has feelings for me, but which is, look at me, look at this. My hair is literally standing on end. Like, I fucking hate this person. Like, I'm like, not even. It's not hate to the point where it's just like, like, I hate you. Like, it's not that. It's just like, I just want that person. I want these people dead, yo. Like, for real. Like, when they die or you tell me that they're dead, I'd be like, okay. Like if cops ever came to my door and was just like, well, these 2 people died, or these 3 people died, or however many people died that was abusing me, I'd be like, you know what? I understand why you would come here. But like, nah, like, I'm not gonna go seek you out. I just want you guys to, really fucking know your place, because you mean nothing to me. You absolutely mean nothing to me. So when I see Black women, especially, embarrass themselves by trying to be fucking, like, either pick-me's or just messy ass bitches by trying to bring up topics about a man that I don't have any interest in, and I have not shown any interest in. I mean, I can look back on something and it's rare. It's probably, I don't even know anything that's really something like, oh no, actually I don't know anything that's really like, oh, but I can just like look back on something and just be like, it is what it is. But you messy, ugly ass bitches. Like, I'm not even talking about just like ugly, like just inferior ugly, but I'm just talking about like ugly, which is like in here. And it's enough of you. It's enough of you to just really fuck it up for the whole fucking community, where it's just like, look, I don't want any part of that. I really don't. I don't associate with that. So when I see you guys make content and I have to skip over it because I'm actually looking for something that's, contributive to, my justice, and I see you guys on that fucking wave and trying to say like, oh, we should be together. First off, this nigga is married. I believe he has fuckload of kids. Imagine me coming out of slavery to be somebody's Aunt fucking Jemima and help somebody raise some other people's kids, especially my fucking ops, other fucking abusers. Like, how do you bitches look fucking stupid? I think that's really why, like, I think that's why it was a contributive reason for the Supreme Court to just be like, I don't know if we should really just, admit you into our school just because you're Black and having hard times. Like, you guys just seem really fucking messy. You just seem really fucking like the most. You just seem like really fucking the most. I think you're just gonna have to earn it. Like, show me you have smarts and stuff like that, and like, you're not just hip on the latest episode of Love and Hip Hop and some shit. I'm dead fucking ass. I'm dead fucking ass. I'm so fucking serious. Like, maybe you guys, if you weren't so fucking messy and talking about insignificant shit and irrelevant shit, then maybe you guys would have actually had a lot more to receive than being breadcrumbed by the government for being sellouts. Perhaps you wouldn't have had to, settle for monuments, and you would actually have some justice. It's just, it's just things like that. It's really things like fucking that. And I hate that. I really feel, and one day I will get over it. I pray to Jesus. I was just like, that I will get over on all the many years I fucking wasted just speaking up for us. And you guys fucking were selling me out. So I can't. Oh my god, I talk about this in a few videos, and one day I would like to get over that. I really would, but I'm just so like, well, wow. I mean, actually, that's really sad. That's really sad. Like, I can get over my family. I can get over cutting off my family. I can get over awful relationships. But the fact that I dedicated so much time to humanitarianism and civil rights shit, and for it all to it's because it just makes it seem like a fucking joke. It really does make shit seem like a fucking joke. And I'm just One day I will get over that shit. But right now, until I actually have my fucking civil rights, respected, uh, yeah, no, no, no. In fact, I don't want to disclose exactly what my intentions are or what it is I'm working on, but just one step at a time, one step at a fucking time. Since I was told to save myself. So yeah, that's one of the flying monkeys marketing tactics by companies is to make my abusers seem like they are of value. So and that so of course which makes sense. Earlier today, one of my coworkers who is an op, a flying. She's a flying monkey. She was just like referring to one of the movies on how one of the actors in the movie was carrying the movie, and the rest of the movie was just blase blase. This person works in the political department, and basically, this person was complaining about it being too woke. You know, a movie about women being set to such high standards to live in today's economy is supposedly like too fucking woke. Like she wanted something like the Tyra Banks movie, which was I think Real Size or something like that. Life Me or something like that. Anyway, that was a good movie. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites. But like no, I'm glad that the movie Barbie was what Barbie was. I mean, there's parts like I said it was a good movie. It was just that there were some things that I feel like are self-deprecating. Well, not self-deprecating, but it encourages to have self-deprecation, and I'm just like I'm not about that, especially considering exactly how you are exhibiting my abusers. And I don't like the fact that you give my abusers redeeming qualities, especially the females. Like I do not. That's just so fucked up. Like so yeah, also on the what did I say for the Barbie movie? So yeah, the Barbie movie with the one with the president. So that one right there. And also there was a speech. There was a speech by America Ferrera. And it was just like it was basically the thing. It was supposed her image was supposed to represent one of my abusers, but her speech is just something literally I've been like witnessing and have been expressing about like the injustice of it all, where women are set to fucking standards, and it's just like, are you kidding me? Like you're trying to show, you definitely are trying to make that like I found out that was a really good speech, but I was noticing on how you were doing it with like old girl. And then you were saying like, oh yeah, like and then you had the daughter say to the mom, was just like, oh yeah, well, I like this dark side of you and this, that, here, and the third, instead of you pretending to be good. And I was just like, okay, but I noted that part too. So some people obviously won't get it and they'll think that this is conspiracy, but literally my abusers would know exactly what the fuck it is that I mean when it comes to me like pointing shit out. So it was those two scenes. It was not those two scenes, but like those two things that was definitely like, come on. The only people who you allowed to actually get it was the guys, and that was actually like, and that was the funny part. Like that part I liked. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of people didn't like it because again they said it was like too woke, and I'm like, come on now, women right now it was once. Pardon me. Okay, I was like, wait, I feel okay. Um, excuse me. Once upon a time, even like a few years back, not even a few years back, more than a few years back, it was like there was a possibility there was a possibility of there actually not being the glass ceiling, sort of kind of like, all right. All right, okay, problem. um for me anyway, I believed when I was a little girl that yeah, I can be anything. I can be the CEO. I can have like my own job, like what is it, my own company and this, that, and the third. That's why I had like side hustles where I was like selling things. At like when I was in school, I would like tag T-shirts or I would sell candy. But like I always aspired to having those things, and I'm living. I'm kind of like in that moment right now, and with the opportunity. Except again, there's a bunch of hating ass people that are in my fucking environment passively that put themselves in my environment in order to try to stop and delay me. So of course, I'm working against that too. But I never imagined myself as a, oh, well, this can't be me. I mean, if I wanted it, then I would try to go out there and try to get it. Like I would try to go out there and attain it. I like, when it came to like those kind of career situations, like, yo, yeah, you can be anything that you want it to be. I always believe that. Um, and I felt like America was offering that opportunity for you to be what you wanted to be. Even like regardless of skin color, you just had to. I would say that, yeah, you just kind of had to work for it and know your angles. And again, this is all before I knew how fucking shisty and scheming people were to try to like hold things back from me when it came to like opportunities. If I wanted to attain something, like there was literally people at the ready to block me. And then God, white people, black people, I'm just non-blacks, people of color. Gross. One of the things that just again just it, okay, because this is what is wild. Let me go to the point about the woman when she was saying that this is too woke. We need a little woke. I know woke is to seem like very taboo, but whatever word that you would like to use in order to be like, we need to discuss the elephant in the room. Okay. For a very long time, yes, I believe that we could achieve anything that we wanted to. I mean, women in the 90s were like, it seemed like decade after decade after decade. In the 1900s, it seemed like decade after decade after decade, women were just like knocking down fucking obstacles. Okay. You know, we went from wanting to vote. Hold on, we went from wearing pants, wanting to vote, wanting to work in the careers with men, wanting to have equal pay, walking with men with guns, being in the military too, being CEO. This like a lot of things. Being a director, being a producer, things like that. Knocking it down, knocking it down. I was born in a time where yes, I believe that yes, you can do anything. So I thought that was you know I thought that was very, very, apparent and believable and attainable. But it seems now lately like a lot of shit is for show. Like, we have a black princess. We have a black woman that's like the first Supreme Court. But it seems really fucking performative, especially considering now with the whole modern slavery thing. It just really seems like we're going backwards, really. It seems like we're going backwards, but we're having black people be the poster child. Like, oh, everything's fine, kids. But it's not really. It seems like we're going back. We have the Roe versus Wade. We have, people watching out for like birth controls. We have people being very hypercritical and hyper vigilant on people's activities. And it's just, and their activities are so fucking harmless. I swear, so fucking harmless. You have all these parasocial relationships where people feel like they have to govern, where they try to govern over your body or worse, over your children or your pets. It's creepy and it's insane. And people are feeling more entitled to dox you or to covet you. And then, here pick-me's are, just kind of just throwing out everything, guys. I swear this is gonna be a whole nother fucking conversation. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of, I'm seeing things for what it is. I'm seeing things for what it is. Okay, so with this an autistic sociopath story, like again, it was saying um who struggles to feel emotions. No, I'm a very emotional person. I just don't want to show you why I'm an emotional person. Like I don't you don't even respect the fact that I don't want you to be here. You don't respect the fucking laws, which, you know, just because the government is doing it doesn't mean that it's actually right. Okay. We should know that by now. We should really fucking know that by now. When it comes to genuine right is right and wrong is wrong. So they pretend to, and they cherry pick, and they be like, "What? We can." They're like parents. We can do it, but you can't do it. Like, get the fuck out. Anyway, yeah, an autistic story. I just think this shit is such a fucking joke. Hold on, I'm gonna play something again. So something that I had in my playlist. Okay. All right. So I have this saved in exploitation survivors. Here's the thing. You guys have abused me up and down, up and down. Some of you, a lot of you, enough of you people know exactly what you've done, plus worse. Things that I don't even know of, but things that you've done to me that's worse than what I already know. And for some reason, you think that I'm struggling to feel my emotions. What will those do but for your fucking benefit? You've seen me, I mean, it's not like you haven't seen me go through emotions before, but what would you do about it? You feel me? Like, here, here's the thing. If I show you anger, then you'll have something to say in order to try to arrest me and to try to further have me in control. Or if you show any kind of like, I guess the reason why you want me to show you emotions is to either arrest me, detain me, hospitalize me, call me irate, further assassinate my character by saying, see, which is called reactionary abuse, but you just rather poke the bear and then cry when it growls at you. If I cry, then you'll be the kind of person that literally gets off on it because you guys are sadists. You are sadistic. People who are wanting to just sit there, not listen to what I'm saying, and try to gaslight me. You want to basically make me like tear up or get like cry about that kind of stuff. But the only time when you actually see me cry is when I actually when something nice happens or if I cry for someone else in like like a movie or something like that, like oh that's a really sad scene, but I'm not incapable of having emotions, but I'm just like I'm not gonna waste my emotions. Well, it's like I'm not gonna waste my emotions on you. My emotions are fucking valid. If I want to feel it, then I'm going to feel it, but I'm going to try to do it as much as like in my bubble as much as possible in my privacy as much as possible, but I'm not here to show it to you for those reasons. For the 5 reasons, that's for anger. For the other reasons, it's what is it, I guess for like sadness or something like that, again because you're sadist, you're sadistic. people will get off on a very like high power kind of situation where it's just like you will like to punish something. You misdirect your anger at something, and then you want to see that person like hurt or harmed. And that person had nothing to do with why you were mad at the world or why you were mad at whomever who probably hurt you in some type of way or disrespected you in some type of way. So that's one of the reasons because you're a sadist, and I'm like, no. Another reason why is because you're just, again, you guys are worthless to me. You guys are worthless human beings. Your death will do nothing but honestly bring me joy because it's just something. It's just like it's one less gnat, one less pest, one less thing. Why would I ever give a fuck about you? At one point, I was patient enough for thinking that was a misunderstanding, but once you guys revealed who you are, why the fuck would I ever care about you? You've shown who you are. You've shown your ass. You're an abusive person, and you get off on abusing me, and you're mad at me because I'm demolishing the illusion that you have. You don't care about me. You don't care about like the cats enough to care about like, okay, well, they're getting like spooked because of the neighborhood or and things of that nature, which you guys also want to criticize me on. Um, but then you want to try to like keep me here. It's insane. It's really insane. So yes, because you guys are sadists, where you get off on it. Another one is because you want to feel more connected to me, which is more parasocial relationships. Bitch, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. If you're obviously invading my privacy and you're in a place where I don't want you to be, why the fuck do you think I want to have a connection with you? It will definitely not be a genuine one. I can tell you the fuck that. Get out of here. 3, because somehow you believe that something tethered, you believe that you can exploit it. You can exploit it for God. You can exploit it for this, that, and the third. I don't give a fuck. But no, you will not be doing that. Okay? Fuck out of here. 4, so again, so you can feel some type of, all right, so yeah, the superiority complex. So the other one was status, but yeah, superiority complex. And 5 is because, yeah, like 5, you think, for some reason you have such an ego that you're gonna be thinking, oh yeah, like this is me, this gives me power. Wahaha. 5 is because yeah, because this one right here was misdirect the anger. So yeah, and 5, what would 5 be? Some people just like to see other people cry. Like you feel like you just kind of want to switch up. It's like, oh, why is she like this? Like, is she at all like human? I'm just curious to see like what does she look like when she cries? Fuck out of here. Kill yourself. Seriously, kill yourself. I won't cry then. Maybe tears of joy, but it's just like why would you get it down? Okay, so I wanted to play this for you. It was like he was targeted for human trafficking. Hold on.
Children. Was sold in.
Hold on. He was targeted for human trafficking.
Took me places, but after about 6 months, began to molest me.
Threatened with his mom's.
This guy is a close enough explanation of why I don't show you guys emotions, because you guys are abusers. It's like a kidnapping kind of situation. When sometimes people like that shit, they get off on it. I've grown up around a bully. Like this is nothing new. This is why I'm saying. This is why when people, and you particularly assholes, are thinking like, oh, this has made you stronger. I'm like, no, I literally had to pull into like my old bag. From things that I had during childhood and just kind of use that in order to like cope and deal with shit that I didn't have to deal with. I really didn't have to deal with. And I'm just kind of like I'm at a point in my life where I understand that this is not a misunderstanding. I needed to use that coping mechanism in order to understand who the enemy is, for what reasons, and what the fuck happened. Basically, where are the shots coming? Where are the shots being fired from? And I know enough. I may not know everything, but I know enough where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, now go fuck yourself. So now I'm just, my energy and things of that nature, and all the little resources and special things that you liked about me, are restricted or just gone or taken away because you don't deserve those things. Okay. you are trying to harm me. So why would I? I'm not that kind of person. You guys may have found losers out there, and yes, I have to say, like, you may have found people out there that are willing to, know you mean them no good, like no good at all, and we're still willing to, like, be there for you. But that's not me. I haven't been like that for my own fucking family. Why the fuck do you think I'm gonna do that for you? Who the fuck do you think you are? Clearly, who you think you are is not who you're going to be in my life. Okay, no matter how you stump your feet and stuff like that. Though it's just like you. No one I've cut off has given me enough in my life in order to make me think that they're valuable. I can talk about a matter in a way where it doesn't make me seem like, like a total asshole about oh well, this happened right here, and I don't sound like an asshole, but it doesn't mean I want you back in my life. Like, seriously, I'm always keeping it a buck, and you know this. Like, I'd rather see you guys dead. Like, you're dead to me, and that's okay for right now. But it's just like, as long as you guys are keep doing what you're doing, like, you might as well just off yourself because you're already dead to me. You're already dead to me. So, but this is right here. I just at least wanted to give you guys an insight on why it's like you don't get the emotions from me, or when did you cry, when did you get angry and stuff like that. Like, why? Why?
Home life where he says his mom, just 17, was also abused, an alcoholic, starving for love and attention.
And when this individual came along, we thought it was the answer to our prayers because he was nice, brought us presents, took me places.
His mom was starving for
But
attention.
after about 6 months, began to molest me.
Threatened with his mom's life, Jerome says he was blackmailed into silence.
I was sold to anybody who would come up with the money, and they were allowed to do whatever they want.
At times, Jerome says he was traded around in rooms with other children.
When you would cry, they would beat you so severely, sometimes unconscious, that you just learned to turn it off.
At 12 years old, Jerome says he tried killing himself.
That's that one part right there. It was just like that they would beat you so severely. Okay, so I can't relate to what he went through, but I can relate to the magnitude of I got chills. I can relate to the magnitude of being beaten down to the point where it's just like turn it off because you know exactly who these abusers are. So yeah, this man who's a grown man is as a fucking child, when you're beaten, and this is what I learned also when I was little, because my mom used to, like, beating me was like her favorite pastime, and I didn't deserve it. But it was like, thank goodness, like, she was hardly there. But it was because of the same things, misdirection, or if you see somebody cry, then it's because of like a power imbalance and things of that nature. So like, you guys don't steer away from the script. Like, you guys are very predictable. There's nothing to you that's making me want to have you in my life. Okay. So like, yeah, let's just say like your death, just like when my mom passed away, I was like, yo, it's more better even when you pass away, because I don't even know who the fuck you are. You guys are just a bunch of nameless, faceless assholes who aren't that valuable or care about your own lives. Yeah. I'm just being observant. I'm telling you how it is. Like, how are you? It's crazy because I'm literally telling you how it is, and you are the ones that are being abusive and harmful to me, and yet you're gonna get mad at me because I'm telling you like it is. That's crazy, and because it's actually something that you deserve to hear, because you came over here to fuck with me. You feel me? Like, that's mad crazy. That's mad wild. That's mad wild. For real, for real. But yeah, it's just like I knew at a young age when my mom would hit me. I was like, okay, wow. So I learned to stop crying. I was like, okay, no, we're not gonna do this. And she used to try to stare me down all mean and stuff, and I stared right back at her because I was just like, oh yeah. She was like, oh, you want to hit me, right? And I was like, I didn't say anything, but yeah, I was just like, I was ready for it. She walked and she backed away. I'm literally like in like less than in middle school, and she backed away. I was ready for it. I was really ready for it. I had enough of her shit. I had enough of it. So after that, yeah, yeah. After that, I think it was like, yeah. After that, nothing. So And this guy, unfortunately, is just like, you know, once you see people for who they are and you being beaten down in this context, being beaten down in such a way where like you guys aren't putting your hands on me. And obviously, like you guys be threatening me, but like I haven't seen y'all bitches do anything to me yet. But it's like you guys try to like beat me down in a very social, emotional, manipulative kind of way, and other ways, all ways except physical. And it's just like, yeah, it makes you want to just like, you know, at least reserve or restrict those resources. I mean, not those resources, but those emotions, because it's just like, you know what it is and you see it for what it is. And people are thinking like, oh wow, like this is cool. At least, well, you know, like I can just use this person as a punching bag and you know go on about my day. But I'm like, no, I'm going to tell you about yourself. I'm going to tell you about yourself in front of other people that will watch and that are always looking. And I will think about it too, because that will literally be on rotation about how awful of a human being you are, no matter how much you want to pretend that you are actually of good nature. You came here, it's like literally it's like you being somebody who wants to steal cable but don't want to pay for it, so you're forced to see whatever you want to see. And I'm like, yeah, like I don't care. Like somehow consider me a faulty fire stick, Amazon fire stick, or bad cable, whatever like that. You're gonna know whatever I want it is that, you know, whatever it is that I want to tell you. And what I want to tell you is to go fuck yourself. I want to tell you about like literally how much you're making an ass out of yourself, how you're making an ass out of the Black community, the things that you've undone. Like you want to talk about Black excellence though, but you're being a hindrance to Black excellence. You only want particular people to be Black excellent, but you don't want everybody to be Black excellence. And that's just so fucking stupid. That really is so fucking stupid. Instead, you rather just like push down somebody. There's literally people who have really fucked up lives, but you rather focus on me, somebody who wants to try to make something of themselves. And even if I go on at my own little fucking pace, and you know that I'm being burdened by you bitches and sabotaged by you bitches, you won't even respect me going at my own fucking pace. And the fact that I'm not even like, you know, being a minus by like, you know, being a fuck up or anything like that out there. You could use it. You can use all those resources and all that behavior and activity that you guys be doing on somebody who could actually use it. But no, it's like it's I won't say on your team because like go fuck yourself, but it's just like I don't know. It's basically like throwing. It's like work, like no, playing on a field and then throwing the ball in the fucking parking lot. You feel me? or throwing the ball in the audience, and it's something to that effect where but you keep doing it intentionally. Like you keep being a fuck up. You can try to aim for the basket. You can try to aim the ball for the net, for the hoop, for the goalie, anything, bitch. But you rather just be a dick and fuck up situations for everybody. And it's just like, brava. You no, I can't. So yeah, that I've had this video is 4 years old. But I've mentioned this before on like about my emotions. So while you guys are trying to recycle and reverberate some things, I'm just like, this is right here. And I literally have it also on my Twitter. So, but you bitches, you just show nothing but your incompetence. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like you just make it really bad. If you look at it, you're just like, okay, well, why are we hiring these idiots? Or like, why are we admitting these idiots? Why are we even selecting these idiots? This is why we're breadcrumbing them. Shh. This is why we're giving them, like, we're not giving them access to everything. Shh. Like, please. I'm telling you how it is. I'm literally telling you how it is. This is not even me. This is not me being intentionally mean. This is me just intentionally saying some shit, but not to be mean. It's just like telling you how it is and not giving a fuck about you. It's not for me to go out there and tell you like it is and be fucking mean or cunty about it. That's what you guys do. That's your MO, not mine. So yeah. So like hold on. So let's just play this again. It's white old man now.
Really, sometimes unconscious that you.
Wait, is he Jewish? No, I'm not even playing. I think. Oh no, I thought,
and they were allowed to do whatever they want.
I thought it was a yarmulke.
At times, Jerome says he was traded around in
Nice.
rooms
Look at
with
her.
other children.
When you would cry, they would beat you so severely, sometimes unconscious, that you just learned to turn it off.
At 12,
So again, being beat down by society and their lack of responsibility, maturity, and all the other kind of shit, to the point where you just get tired of it. You just learn to you cut it off. You do that with anything, basically. So yeah. So and again, it came. This is why. This is again an example of being misdiagnosed by looking as people, looking as abusers, because I'm exploited also by psychologists and therapists and things of that nature. Oh, well, she has this, medical professionals. Oh, well, it's because I have my degree and this is what this person's done. I have not sat at your desk. You have not asked me specific particular questions in order to properly evaluate me and things of that nature. You know that I'm abused because you help with it being abusive. So no, no. No, this is all the way fucked up, jacked up. You over here like literally misdiagnosing me and trying to. I shit you not. As soon as you guys see me do something like I don't know, I could be like I could itch my eyebrows and sneeze right now, and bam, there's a product coming out on the shelf that's not FDA regulated because it takes about like 7 to 10 years for FDA to approve a drug. At least it used to back in the day because I used to work for a pharmaceutical company many years ago. First one I worked at was a Japanese pharmaceutical company, which got me into which was really pretty dope because back in the day when I was in high school, I was like really into like up until like Asian culture. Well, actually, no, even further than that. My mom was a hard Asian culture fan. It was movies like the ones with the subtitles, the hello, the ones that go like, "You will give me back this. You will give me back the sword, and then you will go back to the temples, and then we will duel." Like she used to watch those movies a lot, do that, and then we have Chinese food all the freaking time. In fact, I didn't even like Chinese food until I was an adult because we ordered it every freaking weekend. That's why I love pizza. Pizza was my thing. But yeah, then I started to like Chinese food more. But it was just like literally that was like all she would order, like maybe like 2-3 times a week. I was like, God damn. Like, but pizza, I was just like, oh my god, loves it. I liked everything else though. This is probably why I got into my Sailor Moon thing back in the day when I was in like I'd say middle school. I got into Sailor Moon. Yeah, I was in Sailor Moon hard. So yeah, that was awesome. And then from there, I think around that time also like Mulan came out and yeah, shortly after Mulan came out. So yeah, it just I just started getting more into it, and I always love those Asian films with the old school like fighting ones and things of that nature because those are really fucking dope. I used to love those only because like my mom used to make me do like ballet and shit, but I was tall, so I was like a tomboy, and I wanted to do I wanted to fight because like I liked Power Rangers and I liked Xena Warrior Princess. So I wanted to be like, ay, 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 ay. It's so funny. I used to be like from the front room to the living room every Saturday morning when what is it? Power Rangers would come on in the morning. I would like run to the front door because it was a long way. Run to the front door, have like my back against the door, and be like, here, just wait for the song. Go, go, Power Rangers. Pew, 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 go, go, Power Rangers. Sidekick, by the way. Not letting up, always on the one foot. To the living room. And from the living room to the kitchen sometimes. And be like, okay, yeah. And then I would just kind of turn. It's like so funny. It's so stupid. Like nowadays it's funny. Like now it's funny. But back in the day I was so serious. I was just like, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. With my little lanterns and my little Chinese lanterns in the house and things of that nature. It was all kinds of Asian court. Because like I do believe Sailor Moon, I think it's a Japanese anime. So that's just again, it was all kinds of things. So it was just, but yeah, I liked it. Yeah, how did I get on here? Anyway, yeah. So there you go. There you go again. Misdiagnosing things, looking ass people. Da 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 da. What else, bro? So again, they're trying to assassinate my character and trying to throw the qualities of my abusers onto me in order to make me look in order to make me look bad, vilify me. Two, also to make that other person kind of like in that whole blendedness, to make that person look more like accepted. Like, okay, well maybe this is bad, maybe this is good. Like to kind of conflict things. It's really worked. But I call that flying monkey spin tactics. So discussions. I think I'll play one video tonight, and then after that, yeah, and then I can do the regular. I'll do the regular. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, galactic mushroom.
The thing is just that my character will be mixed with people, my abusers, and like media and stuff like that. So naturally, that would be one of the tactics used to, I guess, to tell me like what the situation is, when when it comes to like the abuse, this and here and the third. Oh my god, I'm so yeah. All right, definitely. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get in and then go to bed and then be safe a little bit. But I have this board here because I wanted to be able to like show some pictures or like draw some pictures. It's gonna look nice. I know it's gonna look nice. I believe.
But you transmuted the pain, all right? You transmuted any sort of attacks that this person was sending your way. And I feel like they sent multiple attacks. Now, I feel like this person only wants forgiveness because they see that you transmuted the pain. And you're also very confident in yourself. This is also the sort of Archangel Michael in this deck, okay? You had Archangel Michael protecting you against certain things. And for some reason, I feel like whatever has happened here, it was supposed to happen. Like something here was supposed to happen. Like they were supposed to choose that so that they can like get out of your face, or so that God can get them away from you. Sometimes rejection is protection. Someone's deepest, darkest fears are you finding peace after what they've done to you. All right, clarify peace and plenty. You'll teach here. Yeah, definitely something that taught you something. Something or taught you something. Yeah, then we have flow. So you went with the flow of things, okay? After these choices were made, all right? These choices could have been made against you. Like there was specific choices that were made against you, okay? The purpose of these choices that were made were to have you with no peace in your life. That's what I just heard. Clarify forgiveness, repairing the veil, base chakra, and lead. I feel like there's people around you that may want your forgiveness, or there's a masculine out here that wants someone's forgiveness. Someone is in fear right now. I feel like someone is in fear about like how someone can lead, or someone is in fear because they should have led the situation a different way, or they're in fear because you're leading your own life. This base chakra is here. It lets me know that like someone's root chakra is getting disrupted right now, and they're trying to hurry up and get forgiveness or ask for forgiveness. Clarify fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Yeah, refusing to see. So someone kept repeatedly attacking you guys. They refused to see your light, so they kept attacking you. You also have Master here. It was like this person claimed that they had a cold heart or something, but no, your heart was a little bit colder than theirs, all right? You were able to be attacked and be able to not feel it or care, or there's something about you transmuting the pain. It's like your emotions, you were able to handle your emotions very well, and they were refusing to see that you were able to do this, and they kept attacking you. I feel like they kept either attacking you or they kept getting others to attack you. I could be talking to a divine masculine here who has whatever this is here. It kind of triggered your base chakra so that you know who you are, where you came from. You're not insecure about yourself, so it like taught you how to be secure about yourself. Clarify galactic mushroom. Dedicated effort. Daydreams and decisions. It's like giving me like you're dedicated to your dreams or something, or while this was happening, you were very dedicated to your dreams the entire time. Meanwhile, people were attacking you. Yeah, well-deserved rewards. So you're getting what you deserve in a situation. It's like your dreams are coming true in this situation.
I believe when I see it. I believe when I see it. It's just like, yeah, I'm tired of hearing the same old, which is why I don't put my faith like in things. It's just like I believe it when I see it, because one of the stereotypes is just like, you know, I'm gonna pay you back. I got you. That's one of the stereotypes I did not want to be tethered to. It was like, but never actually, and never actually doing it, never actually paying you back. But pardon me, that was one of the stereotypes. White people are fucking worse. I'm telling you, it's horrible because I'm telling you. But I don't even know what's worse sometimes. It's like you got black people saying, I'm gonna pay you back. I got you, and you won't see them at all when it comes to that money. They will put it anywhere else, but you will not see it. All with the money. White people, they will promise you something and they'll just walk over it and pretend like it's not. 4 acres and a fucking mule. 4 acres and a mule. How many fucking centuries later? 4 acres and a fucking mule. The fucking student loan debt relief, like things of that nature, things that were promised to us that you said this thing that came out of your mouth to us. It's like, wow. So yeah, it's just like, I got you, I'm gonna pay you back, da 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 da. And then there's people that just be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for you, and then ghost. Like, it's just like, oh, and then it's like an excuse or something like that. They're both bad. They're both fucking bad. But it's just like, that's why when people are trying to gaslight me or manipulate me and be like, just please give us more of that perseverance porn that we just so love, because motivation. Wait, I had this on 18 and older, right? Yeah, because I didn't want kids to watch this. But it's just like, I don't believe you. Why would I believe you? So it's just like, just hold on. They be like, yo, money's coming to you, but save your money. Like, in the meantime, like, save your money. I'm like, yo, why would I want to save my money if money's coming to me? You feel me? Like, that just sounds like it's kind of it seems like it's, like it's not legit. Like, hey, I got you. You feel me? Like, yo, I got you, right? That money's coming. That money's on the way. Like, well, it's just that when you hear that from black people now, I just hear that, that whole I got you, and it's like, I ain't got. It's been years since you guys have been saying this bullshit, and now and it's crazy on how when somebody owes you something, or when somebody said that they're going to do something for you, and then they get mad at you if you happen to call them out. So that's why I don't even do that. That's why I don't do like ask for favors or anything. First off, I do everything myself. myself, and secondly, it's just like the audacity for people to unprovoked, inconvenience you or volunteer for something, and then they happen to just like falter at it. Oh my God, it's crazy.
I feel like you put a lot of time and effort into your work while you're being attacked or something like that. Verify mindful grouping.
Yeah, buddy.
This was a group situation. Like a group did this here. Yeah, we have move here. I feel like you have a community of people want your forgiveness. A bunch of people do. Yeah, we have win or lose. They're playing some sort of mind game with you. Win or lose is at the 5 of Swords card. They wanted to win at all costs. But you were taking the lead of something. Maybe they tried to silence you because they saw that you had a lot of energy to do something here. They thought that the war had a lot to do with taking opportunities from you, taking a spot from you, okay? Now all of a sudden they want to move towards you or get closer to you, or somebody out here wants to do this. I don't feel like this is an X or nothing. This is like a community of people that try to threaten your leadership or threaten your position in your own life. Yeah, they didn't want you to have peace is what I just heard. All right, clarify, Magician's Sword. Feeling alone. So someone is... your energy anymore. Take the lead because you're too busy in the energy of taking the lead of something. Yeah, seek is here. It's like when you're at peace, you're able to like rebuild yourself or something. Yeah. So now these people are helpless because you detached and you're succeeding. So it looks like someone out there is like putting down their sword. It's like they don't want to fight anymore, or
I call bullshit on that. We shall say, but I definitely call bullshit. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna go lay down and go do some things. I need my me moments. I will go through this later, but yeah, it's just I've just been giving warnings to people and thinking that I'm actually helping people, and I am providing some insightful messages, but I don't know. I was sharing the messages to people who wanted to keep me stuck and fucking stagnant, and then worse, stuck, stagnant, and then trying to gaslight me. Yeah, that shit is wild, bro. That shit is wild. I will get over it one day. But until then, yeah, I'm gonna just, I will get over the fact on how for years about the humanitarian thing and how a lot of shit is just pretty much like the world is such a fucking joke. I will get over that part one day, but I will never get over the part where I've been fucking treated like a modern slave and abused for no fucking reason. This was unjust. So, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to take a good snooze for anybody who actually does advocate for my freedom and my civil rights to be respected. Good night, babes. Bye.